Hi guys, this is Nikki, also known as Face Trader, and you're invited, and and happy to share to you Awesome10X Global Market Update. It's a Tuesday, it's November 17, 2020, and of course, there's been a lot of great names that have been rallying. Of course, your reopening theme has gone up, up, up because, of course, last night Moderna had, of course, that was the biggest headline, right? The Moderna 94% effectivity rate. So you've got more vaccines, and the market is happy on that. Let's take a look at some tweets. Our FCEL fuel cell is up 100% so far. Congrats to all the fuel cell shareholders, those who got in at about $2 in 208. 210. So we were buying somewhere here at about $2, and right now it's trading at about $4.18 after hours. Why did they rally? It's really about clean technology. That's fuel cells. A lot of strong names. Cerence is now up 100%. We've been buying here at about 36 to 38. Highest price entry. Add more here during the earnings play at about $50. After earnings hours of Cerence was 72 to 78. So that is an official 100% move. Take a look at these names. Why did they rise? And should you continue to hold your winners? So that is maybe the question. After 100% pop, should you hold the winner further? Okay, let's read all the earnings front. Your Cerence is up 100% already for just about a few months. Yeah, we entered here at about July. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 months. 5 months holding period for 100% move. We had some names that went up 100% even less than 1 month. Of course, your Xiaopeng was one of that, the XPEV, and the FCEL. And this one looks like yesterday, if you were following us, we did say that Lordstown Motors is looking well, looking good to buy it at about 18, the electric pickup truck. And yesterday, that company went something like 30%, 25%. Lordstown Motors, did you hold your winners? Okay. Flags have been buying areas for XPeng. For those who have Xiaopeng, we got in about 19 to 20, 21, 22 even on that breakout. So we've been really covering XPeng all the way here in the classes. And then this was, some people added more here. And then most of us added here on the flag at about 31. And then the last greed mode for us is to add more at about $41. Yeah, so we still added. Some of us sold already at 48 on that breakdown move from after 50 all the way to 40. Some sold at 48 and then bought back at 40. I do think that Xiaopeng would continue to trade in a huge volatility. You still will see sellers at about 50. But this one, 40 all the way to 35, in my view, has a lot of buyers. So for those who truly believe electric vehicles for Chinese, Xiaopeng is our pick. And this one, in my view, will go 60 and 80 or 100 if euphoria and insanity happens. So you've seen how insane NIO went. So maybe Xiaopeng can follow the NIO footsteps. Same for your Lordstown Motors. Very strong moves. This was a flag here. Very strong move here. Actually, I missed the first move, 12 to 15. So I waited for that consolidation, bought here at about 17 already, 17 to 18. And then yesterday was a kaboom. Do note that there will be some resistances here at about 25 to 30. However, in my view, there will be flags. If there will be flags here, $20 would be a great entry opportunity to add more. So you really have to add on winners if you want to, or if you don't really want to add, then it's fine. Just let it go up, up, up. That's fine. Take a look at some watch lists. Let's see. So at yesterday's vaccine moves, of course, your value plays have been rallying. It was the gaming chairs, like a Herman Miller chair, that went up. Like a Herman Miller is a reopening play because it's seen as a value. It's more of the old economy stocks versus, let's say, versus example like a Gravity. So Gravity Games extended hours 143. We bought this at about $134 to $120. Still holding on to these names even if they're selling down. So you could see that there is a rotation, just like what we have been sharing in our Free Friday class picks. If you recall, I said that you have to have a portfolio that looks something like a Plants vs. Zombies if you play the Plants vs. Zombies game. You got to have that walnut. You have to have the offense and a defense and a neutral. when I say an offense move on a reopening is of course something like a Disney. Why? And we have been adding onto our onto these names reopening themes like Disney's, Nike's, right. $140 had the dip here. We added at 138, added more to that winner dip, diba? This is a winner, add on the dip, and then kaboom, higher highs, higher lows. So this one, in my view, Disney is of course a reopening theme. Can it go to $500 in the next 5 years? In my view, the answer is yes. They've got about 70 million subscribers in their streaming plus. And of course, in the theme park scenario, they are, of course, the biggest winner for that next 5 years. So can I wait 5 years? The answer, in my view, is yes. Of course, people here might not be thinking of investing in a decade. Surprise, surprise. Most of our winners are actually held on and on and on. So we don't actually profit take. If we do profit take, that is because we're up 100%. We sell half, we still hold our half. We never really sell all. If you have it at $50, it goes $100, $200, you never really sell. We actually hold our winners. Digital advertising winners are very many. Roku is one of them. Continue to hold Roku. You could see that MGNI, aka your Talaria, aka your Rubicon, is a winner, right? So Magnite is up 9% last night, 6%. So we advocated buying MGNI at $10. Remember that? If you have been following every channel, every Friday free class picks, everything there, pretty sure you're up 100%. Because if you have been following, you have really been executing. These are not surprise, surprise. We bought them. We have been buying MGNI $6. We thought at about $8 that there will be some profit taking. However, it just continued higher. So even at 10, continue to buy. Yeah, so this one looks to go 12, 13. These are of course reopening theme winners, digital advertising. As you see, from about 600 went to 800. This is all just a consolidation flag. See if the trade desk can go down to about 700 below. I find it really expensive, honestly speaking, especially if we were buying, initiating some entry or as early as April at about 180. So I thought that at 300, after a 100% move almost, that was good enough. Yeah, so this is a bit of a sad thing for me because I never held on to the trade desk. I had this at $180, sold really early, and I never got back in. Pinterest, in my view, is also a digital advertising play, and we said that this one will rally, and any dips is considered a buy. Pinterest at about 60, still waiting for an entry point, somewhere at about 55 to 57 if I can enter, and all the way to 50. So not all the stocks that I like I can actually buy. Sometimes I'm just bidding and I'm not done. Macy's, I am happy that I got in. Of course, department stores are, of course, a part of that reopening play. Macy's and Nordstrom. I did buy this at about $7 last Friday. And yesterday it was $8. I do think it goes to 10. Same for Funko. Actually, guys, I have a buy on Funko and Macy's. It's $7 to $6. So not all my low bids got hit. It was my high entries that got in. My low bids didn't get in. So I even had a bid on Funko as low as $650 to $660. Didn't get in. Good thing that I entered some at 7. Of course, here at $6, we have been buying already. So these are things, in my view, that goes to $10. Funko and Macy's, who's the first to go to 10? In my view, both of them will go to 10. In fact, any dips of both Funko and Macy's is a buy if you don't have it yet. Nordstrom, I didn't get in. Actually, I was looking to buy, so my posting was about 15 and 16. For some reason, I never got my hits. I didn't get my bids done, so it's now trading at 20. These are all part of the reopening. They are value plays. Your department stores didn't have a tenant in the last 6-7 months. And if the market believes that you are going to go to department stores pretty soon, then these are values that can be taken advantage of. So any dips of JWN, I'll still wait 16 if I can. If not, it's okay. I don't mind not getting all the reopening themes. Malco is a casino, got in at about 17. It's now 18.50, just holding on. Think it's going to go 20 bucks. For the Hong Kong picks, I do have some Geely. I do have some Cafe de Coral. Let's see. Let's go to Trading View. In general, I do think that all these reopening themes would have a certain extent. They momentum too much. So there will be some resistances. Just note that in my view, they will be higher lows. So unless you're like up 50% on these reopening themes, you might as well hold. Or if you really are happy with 20%, anyway, 20%, you're up already 20% in just a week, then you can also profit take. Because all these value plays would have resistances. Like Melco has a resistance here at 20 and 22. Assuming you got in at 17, you can take profit at 20 and 22 because some people who got stuck at March or April or whatever would have their resistances there. They would be selling there. So example, yeah, so you can actually sell a position 20% higher if it's a reopening theme. Tesla is a news front. Yeah, Tesla got added to the S&P 500. After hours, Tesla is trading at 460 bucks. And in my view, that is going to translate to more winners in your electric vehicle market. Some of our electric vehicles are your RC Motos. So any dips of RC Moto, in my view, will continue to get a buyer. FUV was up 836 last night, got in here at about 5,550. Any dips near 7 is still an add more. For those who don't have FUV, FUV at about 7 below, try to see if you want an entry point for that. Earnings insights, you could actually read all the earnings. Why don't we read one of them? RC Moto begins their third quarter results and provides a corporate update. Okay, actually the best way to study it is just go straight to the website. I'd rather go to RC Moto's website. I'd like to read RC Moto's earnings front. And I want to read about Sharon's earnings front. So I do read about my winners on whether I need to add on to them or take profit partially. RC Moto will report, actually they reported already, so let's read it. 9 hours ago. Let's read this. Third quarter results. FUV, makers of affordable, practical, and joyful pure electric vehicles for everyday commuters and fleets, have the results. Okay, they resumed production and delivery efforts, putting more RC Moto's customers in the driveways, including 31 vehicles that's delivered in the month of September alone, secured a $10 million registered direct offering, launched multiple high-visibility football utility vehicles, okay, for the FIFA World Cup, teamed up with DHL to deliver RC Moto vehicles, representing an incredible milestone. I agree with that. That's why we were saying RC Moto and DHL deliveries, right? Remember this FUV DHL Awesome10X. This one, October 28, 2020. So yeah, so on October 28, actually October 28 all the way to November, we have been buying these levels. Ta-da! Yeah, see? Before November 1, ta-da, that was a low. We got in. The good news on FUV, we entered that. Add, and add. Serens is a good earning. So I just want to read on whether I will buy. Actually, at this point in time, I'm loaded. I could just wait for the market to drop if I have to. No, I'm not in a hurry. So you've got the games that I like the games. I'm waiting for them to get crumbled if they will. The COVID vaccine, there is going to be a rotation. It will benefit your reopening themes like your Nikes, your Starbucks, your Shake Shacks, your Disneys. But people will also take profits on the Zoom videos. They'll also take profits on the Unity. They'll take profits on winners that we like a C Limited. So which will actually be great. I'd love to get these at a 10, 20, 30% drop if I could. So I'm on that. I'm on that thinking. However, I'm not really super duper selling off all of my tech. There are some technology names that are very resilient in my view. So your Google is of course a digital advertising magnet. So all the digital advertising is on YouTube and in Facebook. So I do will buy them on any dips to add, meaning I'll keep on adding more. What I'm saying is that um, whether you own Google at $1,000 or $1,500 or $1,600 below, I do think that Google just keeps on rising to about 2,000. So these are names that are very good reopening themes. Google, Disney's, Nike's. So you just really want to add more on your Google if they can give an entry point. If they don't give an entry point, sorry na lang, because you didn't invest early. So that's your it's the market will not wait for you. I didn't wait for the market, right? Bitcoin, Miss Awesome, ano po? Well, Bitcoin is gonna go $18,000. So trading at 16.7. There is a resistance. There is a resistance for crypto. XBT, right? Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a resistance. But if you're holding on to it, then you just hold on to it. I don't know if it's gonna break that 20,000, but so far there will still be those resistances. Kasi if you were a believer on Bitcoin naman, di ka naman bumibili today eh. Hawak mo na yan, di ba? So hawakan mo lang. Hawakan mo lang. Can we still ride with ride? Actually, a lot of people thank me for the ride. Ride, ticker symbol ride is Lordstown Motors. I do believe that you can still ride Lordstown Motors. Try to see if you can enter 21. Ling said, ang dami pong kulang sa eToro. What would you advise po? First and foremost, Interactive Brokers is one of the best interactive brokers. Kasi Interactive Brokers, $1,000 you can open. Lahat ng stock picks that I say here, nandun yan sa Interactive Brokers. And you can trade pre-market hours, you can sell pre-market hours, meaning as early as 4:30 p.m. or 5:30 p.m., I can already, actually ngayon, 2 o'clock, I can already post my buy orders. Like I could post buy ride, $21, GTC. I don't need to wait for 10:30 p.m. Like the reason why I can make money sleeping in stocks is that I just press all my market hours. I don't wait for 10:30 to buy. I can post an order. I could post my sell. I could do everything automated, which does not necessitate me to be awake. As in, what's important is I need to know the companies that I like. I put my buys and then I let it be. Is ACB and Tilray good for long-term investments? These cannabis names are unprofitable. Therefore, Aurora Cannabis and Tilray, although yes, they will benefit on the sector move, meaning cannabis as a sector will move higher. However, Awesome10X did it better by choosing the best cannabis names. Take note, Grow Generation, from 12, it's now 26. We added more at 17.5, diba? So that's a 100% move. But if you bought like ACB, since August, you'd have been down because it's a loser. 10 goes down to 5, you're now at 6. I think that there is a seller at 10. Do you know why ACB has a seller at 10 and 12? Because it's simple. Aurora Cannabis does not make money. Grow Generation does. So even with cannabis names, ACB and Tilray are not best for long term. Because the better names for long term are the ones that are already at all-time highs, even in a cannabis sector front. So in a cannabis sector front, we have said GTII, Green Thumb, Curaleaf, diba? Canadian names. The Canadian names are the better ones. Green Thumb Industries, Grow Generation, Curaleaf. These are your cannabis names that will go higher and higher. Even if Aurora Cannabis and Tilray will catch up, it's easier to make 20% on a Grow Generation if you just buy Grow Generation on dips. Let's say GRWG gives an entry point at 21. Should you take it? The answer is yes. Thoughts on Albemarle? I am a believer on Albemarle. Unfortunately, I sold my Albemarle early, but I think 110 was a great buying area. Even if I sold early, Albemarle is, of course, a lithium play. Albemarle and 1772, Ganfeng Lithium, they are gonna win, right? So they are 10x industries. However, Albemarle, you have a seller at about $140. So if you are chasing Albemarle, I think that you should either be in it. We made a buy call on Albemarle 65.75. Granted, made the mistake, sell early at about 85 to 99. Usually, my only mistake is I sell early, not my buying. Thoughts on Cloudflare and Pluralsight. Cloudflare net, entering now, you're late. If you're entering at about 58, I think you're late. Should have been entering that 38 below. So if it goes down, then yeah, you can have an entry. But if you have it, then congrats. If you're just entering Cloudflare right now, the answer is no. Pluralsight, I think, this is one of my weakest picks. I sold Pluralsight at about $20. Pluralsight had a bad earnings. So some people who got Pluralsight at about 16, I think they sold also. I think Pluralsight right now is still at 16 or less. Pluralsight had a bad number. I don't think it's a 10x name. So I dumped my Pluralsight. Yeah, this one is not a good name in my view. Yeah, so no. The answer to me is no. I could be wrong, can go to 20, but I don't care. Sige. Yeah, so I don't really want to reveal all of my Awesome10X picks, guys. I do reveal some. Every Friday, I do give those free Friday class picks. Just follow that. But of course, I'll promote. Go to awesome10x.com, sign up for Awesome10X Inner Circle, click that My Courses, and learn more about companies that are going to benefit on the reopening theme. Also, not just the reopening theme, which are the secular trends that will continue to win. And for just $40 a month, you can make a lot of money with us. So subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I don't know what FDI is. I don't know the stock, so I can't answer that stock pick. Sorry.